Good afternoon, good people. I stand corrected. My top guy, my top reference, I got it wrong. I said stock up with Randy. I was wrong. I don't know what was on my mind. It's stock up with Larry Jones. Stock up with Larry Jones. I gotta say it again. Stock up with Larry Jones. Larry is excellent. You gotta like him. You gotta subscribe him. You gotta hit the notification bell. He will help prepare you a long ways in your stock and crypto journey. That's the first correction I wanted to put out there. I was about to make a video before that hit me when I decided to research to confirm my info. I got to put some words out there. These words are like word-based or knowledge-based, things you'll need, food that you'll need to fuel your mind in order to succeed in stock, crypto, and I think in life. Because I think if you learn knowledge and you apply it across the board, it will bless you across the board. It won't just bless you in one area. When a principle works, it just works. It doesn't matter whether you're applying it for stock, crypto, or life. If the principle works, it works. Things you need to look up. You can either Google it, you can listen to one of those references I mentioned, they talk about it, or you can YouTube these words. But the thing is, you need to know about them. Strategy. You need to have a strategy and a plan. You have to develop a strategy and a plan of your purpose and your goals of what you're going to do with the avenue or the venue of stock and crypto. You need to constantly be growing and following these notifications of these different references that I put out there. So things are constantly changing in life and in the world, and these changes affect stock and crypto. So if you don't keep up with the changes and readjust your strategy, readjust your plans, you're going to have problems. You're going to need to have an exit plan as you buy stock, as you buy positions. You're going to need to have an exit plan. In order for your exit plan to be valuable to you, to be profitable to you, you have to do some research. Whether you Google it and do price prediction, whether you check out the graphs, or you just check out the statistics, you need to have an idea and a track record of how the stock performs. You need to know what the profit potential is. And you have options. Once you learn the profit potential, you need to try to buy it as low as you can so you improve your profit potential ceiling. And then you need to understand what the ceiling is, and you need to make notes somewhere. My recommendation, make notes in your mobile device. If you make the notes, you'll have an idea of what profit potential you're trying to hit. Me, I'm not exactly greedy. I'm not as young as I used to be. I don't want to wait forever. So I just look for nice or massive gains. So if I can buy something at a great deal and it has plenty of room for profit, let's say the profit potential is, just for say example, profit potential is 80 grand. It hits 70 grand. Well, it may take 3 more years to hit that additional 10 grand. But once it hit that 70 grand, it may fluctuate between 65 grand and 70 grand very regularly. So I will take my profits at 70 grand, wait till it drop about 20 grand, buy back in, and every time it goes back to 70 grand, take my profits out, continue to watch it, and every time it drops to a reasonable price, buy back in. That's just my strategy. You need to come up with your own strategies, your own plan, adjust and readjust as necessary. So you need to understand strategies for stock and crypto. You need to understand planning for stock and crypto. You need to understand the value and the profit potential of whatever stock and crypto you're interested in. You need to make notes and develop a exit strategy of how and when you plan to sell off your stock, because if you don't have an exit plan, you're set to leave money on the table. Case in point, I bought, when I got into stock in March 20, Tesla was $72 a share. I had $100 to play with 3 days in a row. I wanted Tesla, but I figured it wasn't going to go up no time soon. It'd be a long time before it make changes. So I figured I had plenty of time. So I didn't buy it. I had more fun buying 5 different commodities that day versus buying one and having no more money to spend. So I bought 5 different commodities. I bought really cheap stuff, cheap 17-cent energy, cheap 17-cent oil, about 2 oils, about 2 energies. Can't even remember the names. I was just looking for something that's cheap. I was just getting started in the game. I spent $20 on each 3 days in a row. Well, $20 at 17 cents was like 103 shares. So after 3 days of 5 shares of 5 different purchases, that was like 310 shares or 320 shares, something like that a piece. And after 3 weeks, only 3 weeks, 2 of the one energy, one oil went defunct. Lost all my money. 60 times 2, $120. All I had put in was 300, lost 120. In those same 3 weeks, the other 3, 2 of them went to $2.01 each at 300 and some shares, and 1 went to $3.01 each at 300 and some shares. The 2 that went to $2.01 made me profits of $500 each position, and the one that went to 301 made me profits of $700 for that position. So from a $300 initial investment, I lost 120, and I gained 500, 500, 700 for a total of 1,700 in 3 weeks. And to make another point, how they say crypto performs differently from stock. Whatever the stock market does, crypto does it better or worse. If the stock market is doing great, crypto does it better. If the stock market is doing worse, crypto does it worse. When the stock market was doing great and I didn't understand it was a bull market going on, or I would have hit it differently, I didn't know, I was just learning the game. You're gaining valuable information that I didn't learn till months later. So my point is, crypto, I put crypto into something. I think I started this testimony, put $19 in. I didn't know nothing about crypto, so I didn't put 19 at once. Every time I was buying stock, if I had a few dollars left, I would drop it into this crypto. I'm not gonna even mention what crypto it was just yet. So after about a month, I had $19 in it. I said, okay, I'm not gonna do nothing else with that crypto until I see what it's gonna do for me. It took 9 months. I checked my stuff on a regular basis. Went into my portfolio one morning, first thing in the morning when I woke up. My portfolio went up $2,100 overnight. Man, what did I do that for? How many stocks did that was? No, it was just one. It was the crypto. It was the $19 and one crypto. I bought the crypto because it was dirt cheap. It was way less than a cent. $19 ended up being 4,400 shares. I never paid attention to how many shares I had. The crypto was Dogecoin. Well, it's kind of late to that game, y'all. You know, that's a risk taker now. It takes too long to make profits at this point because it's not as cheap as it once was, and it's not performing the same way. But anyway, I put $19 in it, and 9 months later, that $19 grew into $2,100. That is the difference of how the crypto performs from the stock market, and that is the difference of doing research and finding the profit potential and the probable value of a stock or crypto. That is where your profit potential lies when you do your research. So this video is about 1, connecting with Stock Up with Larry Jones. 2, learning some things to study and research. Last thing I want you to study and research, I highly recommend that you YouTube Dumb Money. You'll get a whole bunch of queries when you YouTube it. Some are long, some are short. I strongly recommend you watch at least 5 of the ones that are like 7 to 11 minutes long. It will grant you a wealth of knowledge and have you not being guilty of being dumb money. That is a hard and costly lesson to learn. And you can take it from me learn from it from watching a simple video versus being the one who acts on stupid money and watching your money say bye-bye. I think that's enough said for the moment. You guys take care, be blessed, have yourself an awesome weekend.